So yes, I'm off on my first run on the Hoka Zinal 2, and I gotta say, yes, they feel magnificent, and why wouldn't they? They're brand new shoes, straight out of the box. As long as they're right fitting size, they should feel good, shouldn't they? Brand new shoes.
Hello YouTube, my name is Donato and welcome to a very rare video of mine. Yes, where I'll be doing a shoe review of an off-road shoe. So for those of you who are regular subscribers here will know what I normally do. Yes, I'm a road runner. So off-road doesn't even really come in. And also I don't really do shoe reviews on this channel, and here I am combining the two. There is a bit of a backstory why I am doing this. So shall I give you that backstory before I go into the detail of this? If you are new here, and even if you haven't done so, please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that alarm bell, because it really does help this channel grow. And because I don't do shoe reviews, that's probably one of the reasons why this channel doesn't grow. And no, I've not succumbed to do a shoe review to try and grow this channel directly. I'm not going to be doing regular shoe reviews unlike the shoe tubers, and I'm sure there's plenty of videographers out there who've done better shoe reviews than this, whether it be of this particular Hoka or not. But stick along to the very end and I'll explain the whys and wherefores of how I believe this is an incredible running shoe, even just on first impressions, not been out running yet, but I will be very soon, and it'll be in this video. But stick to the very end and have a look and see what you think. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have any Hoka shoes, off-road running shoes? Let me know what you think. Are you a road runner thinking of going off-road? Any road. Here we are. I've taken my glasses off because I thought there was a bit of a glare from the lens and all that kind of stuff. But hey, can you see me now? Yes, I am here. The Hoka Zinal 2. Is that pronounced correctly? Zinal. For me, the reason why I've bought these shoes, it's a long story, but I'll give you the short version. A friend of mine is doing a local off-road trail race called the Croom Capability Canter, organised by Black Pair Joggers here in Worcester, which is where I am. They couldn't make that race, so said if I wanted to take part, it always sells out every year. It's a brilliant race, always wanted to do it. So bib transferred over to me. Challenge number one. I haven't got any trail shoes, no off-road shoes, and it's going to be pretty muddy, wet and all that type of stuff because it'll be end of November. So I want to be able to stay on my feet. So me being me, discount Don, I went straight onto the websites to find some cheap trail shoes and found the Hoka Zinal for about £60 on one website. So I thought, hey, great. So I went on social media, said, what do you think of these shoes? And people were saying, yes, great. And one of the people was Sage Canaday, who you may know is a fellow YouTuber and also sponsored by Hoka. And I thought, well, let's go and have a look on the Hoka site. And I then found the latest version of the Zinal. Now, obviously a little bit more than £60, but I thought they come on a 30-day trial. So I'm going to try them out. You know, if they don't work for me, I can always send them back. If they work for me, hey, we'll see what we do going forward, because I'm not an avid trail runner. Yes, I'm a road runner myself, but I thought, let's give myself a good chance to stay on my feet for this race, and I don't want to be picking up any injuries. So I'm going to go through the three parts of this shoe. The upper, the foam, whatever you call it, the middle bit, and also the sole, because it's got real sole, this shoe has. Yes, the upper. I mean, as you can see, as a shoe, this looks very, very sleek. It is designed, the primary design for this is for more shorter, faster, snappier trail runs. Yeah, whether you be mega off-road or whatever. But the one thing that really jumps out for me, you probably notice here, the collar. Yeah, it's literally a sock that you put in. And for me, one of my bugbearers of doing trail runs is that little pebbles and things get into your shoes with the normal thing. But with this, as it's elasticated, it reduces the risk of that happening. So for me, it's a big plus. And it really helps to fit flush against my ankle. And it does feel really good. So as an upper, it feels nice. It's got protection on the toe here as well. So if you're getting any scrapes and bumps from stones and stuff, it protects on that. But for me, the whole thing, it looks really good. I love the name on the back, Zinal 2. Have I pronounced that correctly? Zinal? Zinal? Is there another way of pronouncing it? I don't know. But it's just great. I love how it looks. There are other colourways, or there was one other colourway, but I thought, let's go with this one because it's dark. I'm going to get muddy. I didn't want to go for a mega bright colour, so I went with that. So that's the upper. Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. So the middle bit here, the foam, I love it. In terms of the technicalities of what the foam is, do we really need to know as a trail runner? Does it really matter? We're off-road, come on. All I can say is it feels super comfy, but I love the design here. Look at that. Love the colourway, the way it's strikingly red, contrasting with the orange. I think it got super looks, but then how long is it before this all gets covered in mud and dirt and disappears? But for me, it doesn't matter. I don't know about for you, but do you like that midsole? Do you like it? Yeah? Go on, tell me. Now, coming on to, for me, the most important part of a trail shoe. In my opinion, and I'd love to hear your opinion as well, is it the upper? Is it the midsole? Is it the sole of the shoe? For me, it's the sole, yeah? How does it grip on the terrain that we're going with? Now, for me, I tell you, this gets a 10 out of 10 because it's a Vibram sole. Vibram, in my opinion, is probably the #1 sole provider, yeah? I feel like I want to go into a soul song, you know, but I don't sing. And I don't want to get you all turned off from this particular video with my singing. But yeah, it's a Vibram sole, and the lugs on here, is it lugs? Is that what they're called? It's quite deep. I don't know if you can see on there. It's about 4mm of lug depth. So it should bed in nicely on the mud and grass where I will be running. So as a whole, the shoe, it feels mega light, super light, which sometimes is hard to find with some trail shoes. But as I said, I'm going to give you a quick summary of the whys and wherefores, why I'm going with this one. Yeah. So why am I going with these particular shoes? You may recall at the beginning, the actual race that I'm doing, the Croom Capability Canter, is, and I loosely use this word, only a 10k. I do realise for a lot of people, me included, 10k is still a long way, 6 miles, a little over 6 miles it is. So as far as trail, off-road, it's not an ultra, yeah? So I know that Hoka designed some amazing shoes for ultra running. This, I've been told, is not ultra style. This is more for light, snappy, shorter trail runs, off-road runs. And for me, I think it fits the bill perfectly. So I've taken it out, or I'm going to take it out on a few runs and let you know what my first impressions are with this. And I think I might have even shown some clips earlier. So here I am going for a run.
I'm finally out walking on the streets here of Worcester on a bitterly cold November morning. Yes, it's barely above 0 degrees, but hey, a job's got to be done. Yes, hopefully, no, things won't be frozen because it's about +3. Creeping up to +4 at the moment Celsius. So I'm now on walking out here and they feel really good walking, no difference. So one of the challenges will be to start with is running on asphalt or road before I get onto the grass and mud. Yes. So yes, I'm off on my first run on the Hoka Zinal 2 and I gotta say, yes, they feel magnificent, and why wouldn't they? They're brand new shoes, straight out of the box. As long as they're right fitting size, they should feel good, shouldn't they? Brand new shoes. Anyway, for those who want to know about sizes, because often with shoes, as I say, about getting the right size fitting. For me, running shoes, road running, I tend to go half size up my shoe size. So I'm a 9, so I'll go up to 9.5. But with trail shoes, I go up an extra half again. So these are size 10 to allow for the multi-terrain multi-movement of my foot within the shoe, because I don't want them squished. That's just what I found from my experience. Let me know in the comments below what works for you. So I'm just about to transition now from asphalt, tarmac, nice even road surface onto the grass and mud. Are you ready for this? Let's see how it feels. Ooh. Hey, do you know what? My feet are already wet and I already trod on I think some kind of shit. But hey, that's what running on grass is all about, isn't it? Feels really good. Yes, I can almost feel my feet getting wet straight away. So yeah, it's not waterproof, but it doesn't claim to be. Let's see how we get on. Now, as I'm getting into this run and I'm getting into the flow of how this shoe feels on this grassy, muddy terrain, in terms of traction, it's absolutely brilliant. My feet feel very secure underfoot. I don't feel like I'm slipping or anything, which is fantastic. In terms of how the foot feels within the shoe, it does feel very much sock-like, as though I'm at one with the shoe, but not crushing me in any way. It's a material that is elasticated, so it feels super good around my foot. At the moment I don't feel like it's crushing on my toes, but then I've only been going, what, 10-20 minutes, if that. So it's not like I'm going on a mega trail run. I've been out for 15 hours and all that, but these shoes aren't designed for that. It was obviously a frosty night last night, because I am now running in frosty snow. Remember Frosty the Snowman? It's very uneven surface here, so I need to be careful of where I'm on. I'm now on trail, so off the grass onto the trail. So how does it feel on the trail? Well, naturally firmer than on the grass, but you would have known that anyway, wouldn't you? Anyway, feels good, very soft on foot. My feet feel comfortable, in control, gripping nicely, and that's what we want. As I'm now well into my second lap around Pitchcroft, it's becoming quite apparent that running in muddy fields is more draining than running on the road. Yes, that's right, it takes up a lot more energy, and my heart rate is considerably higher for the pace than it would be on the road. But again, you'd already know that, wouldn't you? The run is complete. Yes, the maiden voyage of the Hoka Zinal 2 is complete. Yes, a little over 6, coming up to 7 kilometers, most of it on that grass, mud, etc., but some of it on this asphalt hard surface, and also along those trails in the mud, and glorious part of the Pitchcroft park run. As I said, initial thoughts, fantastic, feel great. And as I was progressing into the run, I do feel at one with the shoe, a bit like the Jedi phrase, I'm at one with my. Sadly, the battery on this GoPro gave up, probably because it's so cold, and the battery does drain much quicker in the cold temperatures. What I was saying was, did I finish off with that Jedi phrase, I am at one with my shoe is at one with me? Yes, I did feel at one with this shoe, which is a big plus, and from my opinion it's essential that we feel at one with the shoe. So for me, big tick, love it, feels very comfortable. Whatever foam it is in that midsole, it really does work, and to be honest, I can't really fault it as a trail shoe. shoe, yeah, certainly when I was out on this tarmac asphalt, it is a bit noisy, clunky. They can certainly hear you coming, which can be a good thing. Yes, we all know that, don't we? And yeah, I can only give it a big plus. So now back to the studio. Yeah, well, I'll give you the conclusion of what I thought would be happening anyway in the first place.
So as you can see, initial impressions, in my opinion, as with all shoes, it's going to be great. Did I really need to go out for a run and video myself to say that it's going to be great? It's going to be very difficult for you to get a new pair of shoes, and unless they're ill-fitting shoes, as in you've got the wrong size and all that type of stuff, they should feel really good. So no surprise there that these felt great. As you can see, I haven't used them yet, so I'm assuming they're going to feel great. Of course they'll feel great. Yeah, come on now. Let's play the game, So that's it in terms of this quick and snappy shoe review of the Hoka Zinal 2. I'll let you know how I get on in the race as well, so stay tuned for a video of the full race of the Chrome Capability Canter from Black Bear Joggers. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. And yes, as I said at the beginning, I'm not a shoe tuber and I run on roads, so doing a review like this is way out of my comfort zone. So I'd really appreciate your support with a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that alarm bell. And do share it amongst your friends and family, wherever they are in the world, whether they be runners or non-runners. And also I'd like to hear from you, do you use shoes like this on the road as well? Take care. Bye 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 bye.